Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I was thinking about something the other day. Have you ever been knocked down so hard that you weren't sure you'd get back up? Maybe it was a tough loss, a setback at work, or just a string of bad days. We've all been there, right? It's a universal experience. Well, today we're diving into some of the most unbelievable comebacks in history to remind ourselves that, no matter how tough things get, there's always a chance to bounce back, stronger than ever. We're talking about those moments that made everyone say, "I can't believe it." From the world of sports to the business world and beyond, these stories prove that with enough grit, determination, and a little bit of belief, anything is possible. So buckle up, get ready to be inspired, because these stories are truly epic and unforgettable. Alright, let's start with the name synonymous with comebacks, Michael Jordan. We all know MJ as a basketball god, right? 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls, breaking records left and right. But what many people forget is that in 1993, at the peak of his career, Jordan did the unthinkable. He walked away from basketball. Can you imagine? The GOAT, just quitting. He decided to pursue another childhood dream, baseball. And you know what? He didn't exactly set the diamond on fire. For a year and a half he played minor league baseball, and while he showed some promise, it was clear that baseball wasn't his true calling. But then, in 1995, something magical happened. With just 2 words, "I'm back," Michael Jordan announced his return to the NBA, rejoining the Chicago Bulls. And the rest, as they say, is history. He picked up right where he left off, leading the Bulls to 3 more consecutive championships. I mean, talk about an epic comeback. Jordan's return wasn't just about basketball. It was about proving that even when we stumble, we have the power to rise again, stronger, and more determined than before. Next up, we're jumping into the world of tech, a world where innovation moves at lightning speed. Every day, new advancements are made, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. And no comeback story is more impressive than that of Apple. Now, it's hard to believe now, but in the late 1990s, Apple was on the verge of bankruptcy. The company that once revolutionized personal computing was struggling to stay afloat. Their products were seen as outdated, their market share was dwindling, and they were just a blip on the radar compared to their competitors. It looked pretty bleak. The tech world had almost written them off as a relic of the past. But then, a familiar face returned to the company he co-founded, Steve Jobs. His return marked the beginning of a new era for Apple. Jobs, who had been ousted from Apple years earlier, came back with a vengeance, a clear vision, and a drive to innovate like never before. He was determined to turn things around. He stripped down the product line, focusing on simplicity and user experience. This strategic move allowed Apple to concentrate on creating products that were not only functional, but also beautifully designed. And then, boom! In 2001, Apple introduced the iPod, a sleek, revolutionary device that changed the way we listen to music. It was a game changer, capturing the imagination of millions, and that was just the beginning. The iPod's success paved the way for more groundbreaking innovations. The iPod was followed by the iPhone in 2007, a device that redefined the smartphone industry and set new standards for mobile technology. And the iPad in 2010, which revolutionized the way we interact with digital content, making computing more accessible and intuitive. Each product more groundbreaking than the last. Apple's relentless pursuit of innovation kept pushing the envelope, setting new benchmarks in the tech industry. Apple went from being a dying company to becoming one of the most valuable companies in the world. Their stock prices soared and their products became household names. It's a testament to the power of innovation, resilience, and the belief that even when things seem impossible, a comeback is always within reach. Apple's story is a powerful reminder that with vision, determination, and a willingness to take risks, any company can reinvent itself and achieve greatness. Chapter 3. Now let's talk about a comeback story that played out on the golf course, a story of resilience, determination, and overcoming incredible odds. I'm talking about Tiger Woods' incredible victory at the 2019 Masters tournament. For years, Tiger was the undisputed king of golf. He dominated the sport like no one before him, shattering records and inspiring a generation of golfers. But then, tragedy struck. Personal struggles and debilitating injuries threatened to derail his career, leaving many to wonder if he'd ever reach the pinnacle of the sport again. For years, Tiger battled back, enduring multiple surgeries and facing setbacks that would have made most people walk away for good. But Tiger? He's not like most people. He never gave up on his dream of returning to glory. And then, in 2019, after years of doubt and uncertainty, Tiger stepped onto the course at Augusta National for the Masters. The atmosphere was electric, the world watching with bated breath. Could he really pull it off? Could he reclaim his throne? With unwavering focus and a swing that seemed to defy time, Tiger played some of the best golf of his career that week. And on that final day, as he sank that final putt, the crowd erupted, tears flowed, and history was made. Tiger Woods, against all odds, was a Masters champion once again. His journey from the depths of despair to the pinnacle of success is a testament to the power of perseverance in the human spirit. Chapter 4. Our next story takes us to South Africa, where a man who spent 27 years as a political prisoner emerged to lead his nation to freedom and reconciliation. I'm talking about the extraordinary Nelson Mandela. For nearly 3 decades, Mandela was imprisoned for his activism against apartheid, the brutal system of racial segregation in South Africa. He endured unimaginable hardships, separated from his family and friends, his spirit unbroken. But even from behind bars, Mandela's message of hope and equality resonated around the world. He became a symbol of resistance, an icon of the fight against injustice. And then, in 1990, after years of campaigning by activists, politicians, and organizations worldwide, Nelson Mandela was released from prison. The world watched in awe as this man, who had every right to be filled with bitterness and anger, emerged with a message of forgiveness and unity. He called for an end to apartheid, not through violence and retribution, but through dialogue and reconciliation. In 1994, free elections were held in South Africa, and Nelson Mandela, the former prisoner, became the country's first black president. His journey from prisoner to president is a testament to the power of perseverance, forgiveness, and the unwavering belief in the human spirit's ability to overcome even the darkest of times. Chapter 5. Finally, let's talk about a comeback story that began with a single mother struggling to make ends meet. This is a tale of resilience, determination, and the incredible power of imagination. It ended with a global phenomenon that captured the hearts and imaginations of millions, transcending age, culture, and geography. This is the story of J.K. Rowling and the magical world of Harry Potter, a series that has become a cornerstone of modern literature and pop culture. Before Harry, Ron, and Hermione were household names, J.K. Rowling was a single mother living in Edinburgh, Scotland. She faced financial hardship and struggled to make ends meet, often writing in cafes to save on heating costs at home. She was a writer at heart, but rejection letters from publishers piled up, leaving her feeling defeated. Each rejection was a blow, but also a lesson in perseverance. But Rowling never gave up on her dream. She continued to write, driven by a story that she believed needed to be told. She believed in her story, a story about a young boy who discovers he's a wizard and is whisked away to a magical school called Hogwarts. This story was not just a fantasy, but a beacon of hope and adventure. And then in 1997, the first Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, was published in the United Kingdom. It was a moment that changed everything. It was an instant success, captivating readers young and old with its enchanting story, lovable characters, and a world of magic that felt both familiar and extraordinary. The book's charm was undeniable. The book's popularity exploded, topping bestseller lists worldwide and spawning a series of 7 books, 8 blockbuster films, theme parks, and a global fandom like no other. The Harry Potter series became a cultural phenomenon. J.K. Rowling's journey from struggling single mother to literary icon is a testament to the power of perseverance, imagination, and the magic that happens when we dare to believe in our dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. Her story continues to inspire millions around the world, reminding us that with determination and creativity, anything is possible. Wow, what incredible stories, right? These weren't just comebacks, they were triumphs of the human spirit, moments that reminded us that even when we're knocked down, we have the strength to get back up, dust ourselves off, and achieve the impossible. So the next time you're facing a challenge, remember these stories. Remember Michael Jordan's return to basketball, Apple's rise from the brink, Tiger Woods' victory at Augusta, Nelson Mandela's fight for freedom, and J.K. Rowling's magical journey. Let their stories inspire you to never give up on your dreams, to embrace the challenges, and to believe in the power of your own comeback. Because within each of us lies the potential for greatness, the resilience to overcome adversity, and the strength to create our own epic comeback stories. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. These stories remind us that no matter how tough things get, there's always a chance for a comeback. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content.